Live. Let's make sure this is going to our social media accounts. And there we are. Boom. That was simple. Guys, welcome back to episode 129 of Titos&Chicken, your unofficial South Carolina Gamecocks podcast, coming at you with a low country state of mind. Miss Bloomdahl, how you doing this morning, this evening, afternoon, whatever the hell it is?
I'm good, just
Yeah.
getting off a great Thanksgiving, favorite holiday. So it's fun
Yes. Yes.
times. Maybe had a little bit too much wine, but that's okay. We're going to
Yeah.
bounce back. We'll be good.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Thanksgiving was good on my side as well. The traditional Thanksgiving, we do the same thing every single year.
Yeah.
My mom and I are a creature of habits. We don't change up anything. We cook enough for the county. We drink enough for I drink enough for the county. She doesn't drink. And it's a good time,
I love that.
So I'm glad to hear it went well for you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, we haven't done an episode in so long. I forgot to even say, hey guys, please continue to like, subscribe, rate, help us continue to get this podcast out there. Obviously, Lindsay and I were very excited to talk about Thanksgiving, so I skipped that whole segment there, line there. So, excuse me. But guys, it's the week. Wow, I'm gonna say, shoot, it's tomorrow.
Yeah. It's
Holy
crazy.
shit, the granddaddy of them all. We've been waiting for this game all year. Win this ball game, and we got a chance to go bowling.
That's right.
4 weeks ago, if you would have said that, I was like, holy shit, we're not going anywhere with the Clemson game, and that's it. We're going to go ahead to basketball season. But, guys, we have a chance to go to a bowl game. A projection I saw was the Liberty AutoZone Bowl, I believe it was,
Yeah.
in Memphis, Tennessee, where we'd be playing West Virginia. I like that. I
Yeah.
mean, shit, we should take what we get.
Right.
We could not be playing at all,
Yeah.
and that's a lot better than going to Shreveport or
True.
Birmingham. What is Birmingham, Shreveport? Same
Birmingham.
thing. I don't
Yeah.
even care.
Too
But
much.
I mean, it's not a projection to go there, to say the
No.
least. But then again, like I said earlier, I mean, at least they're even acknowledging us, in those projections.
Yeah.
So we just got to wait and see what happens tomorrow night. But we're going to get to that in a little bit. Let's talk real quick about that atmosphere last weekend, Lindsay. We won't talk much about this, but that atmosphere was just insane.
Yeah. It was the
Uh,
best game I feel like I've been to in a while. I mean, definitely topped A&M. A&M was huge, last year, but this year, I mean, that Kentucky atmosphere was electric. And I mean, to be
yeah,
honest, it was insane. So fun.
yeah. I posted a tweet. I want to say it was after the game. I mean, I've been to a lot of home games. Don't get me wrong, but that goes into top three
Yeah.
games that I've been to in that stadium. It was just absolutely wild. The towels, Darude coming. I literally can't get over it. I still can't get over it. That was just such a fun night.
Yeah.
That was such a big win for this program. We needed that win. That has us at 5 wins. Like I said earlier, one more win, we're in. We
Yeah.
we are in. Do you see the bowl committee taking any 5-win teams this year? Because they have done it before.
Yeah. I mean, I think, it's always a possibility, right?
Yeah,
And I feel like for us, I mean, look what we've done in November, 3-0. If we do come up short against Clemson, I mean, I feel like if we have, a good showing, if it's a close game, if it's something where, we really put up a fight, I don't see why we wouldn't be in the mix or in the conversation as,
mm,
a 5-win team. But we have to put out the product, right? So if we go
yeah,
out and, play terrible, no,
yeah,
obviously that's
yeah,
out of the question. But I think it's interesting. To see, what they end up doing. And I think too, it depends on like how many 6-win teams they have and like how everything
yeah.
else shakes out too. But
That
yeah,
is
I mean,
true.
I think, there is certainly a reason for us to have done enough. I think, especially in November, to maybe get a look. But I think
Yeah,
this Clemson game, this performance that we put out there is going to be huge
yeah.
factor.
No, 100%. Um, but like I said, that's just something we're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Obviously, tomorrow night is huge with making that decision
Mhm.
on what they're going to do. But like I said, we're just going to have to wait and see, guys. Some good news here. Juice Wells will be returning. You guys already seen this. I mean, I think the news came out 2 days ago. Juice Wells returning back to the Gamecocks next season. I think his dad kind of spilled the beans for him. It's funny because someone was attacking Juice, of course, in a Gamecock Facebook group, and the dad
Yeah.
came to his defense like any parent would. And he said at the end of his little paragraph or whatever he posted, he's going to be tearing up SEC defenses next year. And I was like, wait
Mhm.
a second.
Hold
He
on.
didn't announce something himself. So what's going on here? And
Yeah.
then literally like 2 hours later, Juice was like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
coming back. So I
Yeah.
kind of feel like he had no choice because people were going to
Yeah.
run with that quote that his dad said.
Mhm.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, regardless, I mean, I'm ecstatic.
Yeah.
That's a huge
It's
boost
huge.
going into next season.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that opens the door for Spencer to come back possibly? He hasn't closed it completely yet.
Yeah. I know. I don't know. I mean, I would love that. Obviously, who
Yeah,
doesn't want to
what
watch Spencer
fan
Rattler
doesn't?
play
Yeah, exactly.
football again for another year? I don't think he will. I don't know. I think he's going to move on to his next
Yeah.
chapter, but it makes you wonder. I mean, it really does make you wonder because at this new age of football, it's like he can make a lot of money playing college ball with NIL right now. So it's
Yeah,
like, does he weigh the options and say another year? But then again, do you risk injury? Do you risk,
yeah,
some of those things, that could affect you long term?
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely an interesting decision that
of
he'll
course.
have. But of course, we won't know what he's going to do, obviously, until after tomorrow, or, if there's a bowl game, maybe even not until after that. So,
Yeah,
I think we have some time to wait to see what the final verdict is, but I don't see it
yeah.
happening, but
I
never say never.
You brought up a good point earlier. The money. Say he goes
Yeah,
in, I don't know, the fourth, the fifth round is let's say third or fifth round. No, no, no.
yeah,
Let's say fourth, fifth round. He would be making more money in college than he would coming out of the NFL draft. That's
yeah.
insane to
Oh, yeah,
even shoot, that might be even the case in the 3rd round. He still might
yeah,
make more money. So, I mean, you
yep,
kinda gotta weigh those options out, like, how much is he enjoying college, his teammates, his coach, because he's gonna
right.
make the money in college. Like, the money's not I don't feel a big deal. He's not going 1st round. I mean, I don't see that.
No, not in this quarterback class, no.
No, I don't
I
I
don't think.
don't even see 2nd round, to be honest with you. But,
Mhm.
yeah, but those, what, 3 to 5 rounds, you're gonna be making
Yeah,
more money in college, more than likely. You already
yeah,
got a damn G-Wagon, what else do you need?
right,
These guys
exactly.
living a damn life in college, like, holy crap. So, that's where I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm not
Yeah,
shutting
it's
that door yet.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not.
fair.
And I don't think he has either.
Yeah,
So, but that's another whole like you said, after the season's over with, you know, we'll wait and see, what he says.
yeah,
Obviously,
yeah,
he comes back, that kinda puts in your head, does Lenore's transfer?
yeah.
I
I don't
don't
know.
see that. What do you think on that?
I don't see that
No.
happening. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I feel like we say, all the time, this new football era is really different, right?
Yeah,
And so you can, I think it's normal to question, a little bit of the commitment of any player, at this time with the transfer portal and with NIL and with everything that can be thrown at them, the
yeah,
temptations there. But I don't know. I just feel like I feel like this program, people are bought into it. I mean, I think we kind of washed out some of the ones that, were 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
yeah,
And I just feel like he seems to be, I don't obviously don't know him well, but I have a feeling that like he has this commitment to the team, to his coach, to the players around him. I wouldn't see him leave. But again,
yeah.
what do you do? Who knows?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I agree, who knows? And this is a very deep quarterback class.
Right.
So maybe he looks at that as well, you know?
Yeah,
So,
that's fair.
but
Yeah.
you know, we just gotta wait and like the bowl projections, just gotta wait and see with Spencer as well. So, going to our game this or tomorrow, perfect this month, Lindsay. Do you think there's a chance the Gamecocks can go perfect?
Yeah, I mean, I think there is a chance.
Yeah,
I feel better about the game the closer it gets. I don't know why. You know how it is. You know how it
you
goes
know,
every
being
weekend. It feels
Gamecock
this
fan,
way.
yeah, we know.
Yeah, right, of course. I mean, just wait till Justin King, like, puts out some, like, video later, in a couple hours, and
Yeah,
then I'm gonna be like, we're
yeah.
gonna win by
Run
50,
run
but,
through brick
uh
walls and shit. So
yeah, exactly. But I don't know, I said this at the beginning of the year, I think, 4 games at home, 4 games in November, it felt like, we'd be pretty successful and, maybe even be undefeated. And I still think there's a chance. I mean, I think you look at, like, obviously a healthy Clemson team
yeah,
without Bo Collins isn't playing, which I think is huge.
yeah,
We're getting healthy as we can be. I mean, I just feel like it's going to come down to obviously who wants it more. I mean, it's like they get an opportunity to knock us out of bowl eligibility possibly, so they have something kind of maybe a revenge for them
mhm,
after what we did to them last year. We have something to fight for. I think they understand what this rivalry means. I mean, I feel like they're going to come out to play. I think it's
yeah,
going to be physical. I think it's going to be close. But I think there's a chance. I really do. I
yeah,
mean, why not? I
exactly.
think I say go for it. I think we need to play aggressive. I mean, just leave it all out there. Why not? I
Yeah,
mean, if they beat us by 2 scores, whatever. I mean, if we went out and played aggressive and, went after it, I don't have a problem
yeah.
with that.
I like you said, I mean, why not? You know,
Yeah.
this is a 7-4 Clemson team coming into Columbia tomorrow. This is not the typical Clemson last 5 years, whatever, how many years they've been on a roll type team. It really isn't. They struggle offensively. You know, defensively,
Hmm.
they're solid. They're
They're
always
good.
going to be
Yeah.
solid. But offensively, with Cade back there, they thought he was going to be their savior. That hasn't been the case. That has not been the
Hmm.
case at all. Um, I really feel like we can generate some sort of pass rush with these guys. We weren't
Yeah.
really able to do it with Kentucky. I don't know how many sacks we had last year, or excuse me, last weekend. But we were closing the pocket, but we just couldn't get to the quarterback,
Yeah.
O'Leary or whatever his name is. But it would drive me crazy so much. But I feel like this
Yeah.
weekend we're going to be able to do something like that because we're going to be have that extra, that extra pep in your step. What I don't know how they say that.
Totally.
Yeah, so
No, I mean, I think you're just gonna have the edge. I
the
mean,
edge.
playing
There
at
you go.
home at night. I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, look at, the delay of game penalties, we caused against Kentucky,
Yeah,
false starts, just rattling them, pre-snap penalties. I mean, you're gonna do that to Cade. I mean, this kid is not played in this environment or anything like it
no,
this season. Like, come on. Where have they played that is gonna be anything like what Williams-Brice is gonna be like? So
yeah,
I think that's a factor, like you said. I mean, I think it's important to note that too, and especially for him who he doesn't seem very confident. I don't really think he should be very confident. He hasn't played that well. So
yeah,
I think that's something that could be used to the advantage as well. And I think stop the run, stop their kind of two-headed little monster with Shipley and Maffa, and make Cade win
yeah,
the game. Make Cade, make the passes, make the throws,
yeah,
uh, and even with his legs, make him, have to become a runner. We'll see. I mean, he's capable of it, but
yeah.
he doesn't scare me.
No,
So,
no, no, and
and they've had quarterbacks obviously that are incredible, that were terrifying, but
yeah.
no,
He is
not
not a
it.
Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence. Hell no,
No,
not even remotely
not even
close to
close.
those guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. He does not scare me at all.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is, but something tells me this is going to be a Kentucky type game, a close
Yeah,
game,
low
a very
score.
close game.
Mhm.
Um, man, I don't know what it is. I had us losing this game in the beginning of the season, in the middle of the season.
Yeah,
Here we are at the end of the season. I have us winning this game. It's something just I don't know. Something clicked in my head.
yeah,
I don't know. Just watching the two teams play. Yeah, we've looked awful this year,
yeah,
but the last three
yeah,
weeks we definitely have looked a lot better. Not even a
yeah.
question. So,
No, I agree.
and Clemson,
The
they're
defense.
just very spotty. You just really don't
Mm,
know what you're going to get with them. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I do see this being close. I'm not going to give you a score quite yet. We'll do that at the end of the show, but I do think we can pull this one out. I just think
Yeah.
Williams Bryce, like we mentioned in an episode or two ago, I think it was last weekend, that Williams Bryce is a weapon. It really is. You know, that
Mhm.
team feeds off of the crowd. Not even a question. But
How could you not, you know?
yeah, yeah. When you got 88,000 people literally in there streaming, yelling, you know, standing. I stood up that Kentucky game the whole game. I never
Yeah.
sat down.
Same.
That's how
Yeah.
into it I was into that game. You know,
Yeah.
so, but and I mean, obviously, the tailgating lots opening early for the game. Man, there's gonna be some pretty intoxicated people in that game. I can promise you that.
Gonna be
Um,
ready to go.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just gonna be a big party in Columbia Saturday,
For
and
sure.
we're hoping the party continues after the football game because it
Exactly.
definitely will. If we beat Clemson 2 years in a row after they have
Oh,
beaten us, what 7 years?
yeah.
God,
Yeah, I think so.
that was a dark time,
Awful.
Lindsay. That was a very dark
Yeah, let's never go back
yeah,
there ever again.
that was a very dark time. But no, I really feel like we can win this ball game. I do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
said, begin.
I think it's gonna
Go,
come
go
down.
ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's gonna come down to a heart thing, you know, who wants it more and who's gonna just come out and win, you know,
Yeah,
who's gonna come out and
exactly.
play, who's gonna come out swinging, who's gonna, you know, come out fiery. And I think, yeah, I think it's gonna be really close. I'm really excited. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad I have to wait till 7:30 for it to start,
Well, that
but
gives you a good bit of time to have some drinks. So.
that's true. That is true. But yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, I'm excited.
What's your
I don't
biggest
see it.
question for this game?
My biggest question is, can we move the ball offensively against this defense?
Yeah.
Can our offensive line hold up? I think, you know, they're playing better considering everything that they've had to go through. That unit, you know, has been through it.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to be a big factor if we can give Spencer time, and if we got to get a run game going again.
Oh
Mario
God,
Anderson
yeah,
kind
for
of
sure.
was non-existent really against Kentucky, and I think that's what, you know, held us back was offensively against Kentucky. I think our defense played great. So that's my biggest question because
Yeah.
we know how stout Clemson's defense is, you
Yeah.
know, and I think that's going to be the biggest question. I mean, if we can't move the ball, if we have to keep our defense out there, you know, fighting for their lives, you know, majority of the game,
There's
it's
no chance.
not going to work, you know? So I think that's the biggest thing. Well, how's the offensive line going to play? Are we going to get a run game established that will then benefit Spencer to be able to throw to XL all day? I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus, that all those memes of Xavier Leggett, and then you have Nate Wiggins over here, and they look
Oh yeah.
like the little child.
Yeah.
It's like a
I
grown
did
man.
see
I'm
those.
like, dude,
I did see
that
that.
matchup, come
I
on,
was
give
gonna.
it to
That was my
me.
next question. You know, obviously Leggett had a pretty solid game against Kentucky. He's coming against
Yeah.
probably. I'm not going to say the best corner he's faced this year, but definitely one of the better ones. Do you think he can shut down Leggett completely?
No.
No.
What? No. Who has been able to do that all
Yeah,
year? No one.
exactly.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
Yep. Yep.
I don't think so. I just think that's impossible. And I think just how the caliber where Legut's playing at, I mean,
Yeah.
good God, that man is
Yeah.
hungry and he's gonna take no prisoners and he's gonna listen, you just gotta throw that ball somewhere in his
In
vicinity
his
and he's gonna
radius,
make a
and
play
he's
on
going
it.
to jump
I'm
up and grab it.
serious. No, it's
It's
insane how much development
yeah.
he has done.
His
It's
career,
incredible.
Lindsay, to me has just been phenomenal. You know, this guy
Yeah,
literally the first, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, 2 years possibly. I
yeah,
can't remember how long he's been there. All the years run together. The
yeah.
first part of his career, you know, it was very
Spotty.
yeah, like it was nothing.
Yeah.
No one really knew who he was. I mean, I knew
Mm-mm.
who he was, but you know, a lot
Yeah,
of fans are just like, oh, Xavier Leggett. You know, what
yeah,
like I don't know, 15, 20 catches on the year or something like that.
yeah, his numbers were
I mean, they were
terrible, really.
awful. And then look at
Yeah,
him now. He is just blossomed.
yeah,
Like you got to be. This is like such a feel good story for this guy.
yeah, no, there I don't know how you can't love him. I mean, and I think that just goes it's a testament to, like, his work ethic, you
Yeah,
know? He could have easily given up, he could have easily walked away,
transferred.
you know? yep, left, but he didn't, and he stayed committed. And I think it shows too, like, what Justin Stepp was willing to do. He didn't give up on him either,
Yeah.
and continue to develop him and look at him. I mean, oh my God, I love him so much.
Yeah.
He's so
His
incredible. He stepped
Yeah.
up when we lost Juice, and he became the guy, and
Yeah.
he took that, on his shoulders. And I mean, he's such a leader, and it's amazing.
No,
Yeah,
it's
love him.
it's been awesome for him. Like, I'm so happy for him. Other players I want to talk about a little bit here, Luke Doty, I think
Mhm.
this might be the end of the road for him.
Yeah,
What do you think? You think he transfers? I think he graduates this
yeah.
year. I can't remember.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't
I
know.
feel
I
like
wonder if
he's
he's
been on the
walking
team
the senior
forever.
day. Yeah, he has. I mean, he and Dak, I feel like, came in around the same time, did they not? I
Yes.
mean,
Was that 2019 when they came in? That's gonna kill me now because I know it wasn't
yeah,
COVID year. Um,
yeah,
I
it might have been.
yeah, it could have been 18 or 19, yeah. But
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see him transferring. I really don't. I feel like he wants to end his career as a Gamecock. Yeah, I don't know. I think
yeah,
maybe, he'll go out, get his recognition and
yeah,
call it a day.
call it a day.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't see him transferring, but who knows? I mean, and if he does, wish him well. Obviously, there's going to be no bad blood with that. I
No, no,
don't
no,
feel
no,
that
no.
way. Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't. That doesn't strike me as something he would consider. But
Yeah, I gotcha. And then obviously
yeah,
with the Carry On Joiner, the guy's been asked to do just about anything and everything.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you gotta love that guy, what he's doing. I think he did something major, some sort of
Mhm.
foundation or
Charity
charity,
something.
yeah, that he did that
Yeah,
turned out really good. It's
yeah.
those type of players, man. Those are the type of players you don't forget. Like
No,
flat out.
absolutely. Yeah, they leave their mark for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, obviously you remember the Spencer Rattlers, the Marcus Lattimores, the who else? Good lord, I'm having a mind blank.
DJ Swearinger
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everybody.
all those guys, but like the guys that have just been around this program and has literally done anything you would ask them to do and
Yeah.
never gave up, those are the type of players that help build a program to me.
Yeah, and I think they anchor it,
Yeah,
like they hold it together when, it could have easily fallen apart. Is
yeah,
that they're kind of like the pillars, right? The
yeah,
foundational kids that show what it means to be a Gamecock, right? To
exactly. Yeah,
overcome all the adversity and all the, you know,
yeah,
stuff that goes along with,
yeah.
being a college athlete in the spotlight. So yeah,
No, for
they're
sure,
great.
for sure. Before we get off of here, I want to say one thing. Um, cheese grits. This
Yeah.
guy, I don't know how this guy still has so many fall. I don't know who the fuck eats cheese grits for Thanksgiving. I really want someone to answer this on my
Yeah,
Twitter.
I would love to know someone in South Carolina that eats
He
that, because
literally
I tell you
had
right
a
now,
map of the United States, and it was like staple foods for each state, and had cheese grits in our state.
mm-mm,
I looked
not for
at that
Thanksgiving.
and I was like, "Is this guy just pulling shit out of his ass? Like, what? Who eats cheese grits on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, nobody.
He could have came
Literally
up
no
with
one.
fried chicken, collard greens, sweet potato pie. Stuff that we
Yeah,
eat in the South on
yeah,
Thanksgiving. I mean, green bean casserole,
yeah,
cheese grits. I'm sorry, guys. I'm baffled at. I still am. And he posted.
not gonna let
Took
it
a
go.
picture of it yesterday and put it was on their dinner table. It was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, we have cheese grits here," and I was like, "Dude,
mm,
you just need to stop. Like, literally, you need
yeah,
to
it's a
stop."
no.
But
Hard no.
yeah, yeah. But all right, guys. I just thought I would add that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you agree with me on that. But
That's
anyways,
funny.
guys, thank you so much for listening. This has been, well, I was going to say a fun season. It has not been a fun season, but
Yeah,
it could be fun if we win tomorrow. Let's just say that,
yeah, for sure.
We're definitely going to come back with a couple of more episodes, concluding the season. And hopefully, we do have a bowl matchup. That way, we can break down whoever we're playing. Like I said, right
Mhm.
now, they have us going to Memphis, Tennessee, and playing Would I say West Virginia? So, which
Yeah,
I would be fine with that matchup, 100%.
for
I
sure.
don't
I
I don't
agree.
really know anything about West Virginia, but hey, we have an extra game and I'll take it. That's
Yeah.
16 extra practices for those guys. And
No, I love
that goes
that.
a long way going into the spring. So,
I agree. Yeah,
yeah.
it's more football, right? Who doesn't wanna play more
Yeah,
football?
because then I mean, Gamecock basketball, what are they, 6-0?
Yeah, they're slaying. Yeah, Lamont Paris is the
Okay,
truth
give
right now.
Lamont Paris his, okay,
Yes,
Lamont, yeah,
give him his due. He is killing it.
yeah.
They all
His,
yeah, love it. And our women's basketball, hello.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh, God, of course,
crushing.
women's basketball. I don't even gotta talk about it. We already know they're good. But, no, Lamont's
Yeah,
doing some things. His girlfriend's on Twitter, and she is so active, in supporting men's basketball, and I absolutely love seeing that.
yeah.
She's a
They just look like they're having fun, they're playing
yeah.
well and they look like they're enjoying it.
Yeah,
I
and
love
that's how it should be played. That's how sports should be played, loose and just having fun. You're going out there playing tight and thinking
yeah,
so much, then you're just not gonna do well, obviously.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
for sure.
guys, thank you so much for listening to this our episode after Thanksgiving. We hope to be back next week talking about the win over Clemson and concluding the season. All right, guys, on
Yes.
that note, go Cox.